Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. And here we go. So this is a reactionary from Megan. Yeah. As soon as I turned off the camera and I started uploading my last video, which by the way is still uploading for YouTube, and I still haven't uploaded it or published it, but I'm going to publish this one next. So this is part 2. But I already threw the cards on the table. And I went, woo! So I want to share this with you, and then I'm going to do some clarification probably with the small deck here. So I will do some clarification. But I went back. I used the same deck I used for the last one, but completely different findings here. All right, starting out for Megan's reaction, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. She knows the marriage can no longer keep going. The Knight of Pentacles upright is a workhorse that keeps going, and they never give up. She's ready to give up. She's ready to call uncle, okay? All right, I'm done. This isn't working. It's not an honest marriage. It's not an easygoing marriage. They don't have good jobs. They're not getting the money. They don't have the investments. It's the slow and steady wins the race, but they're not winning. So now this is like the loner in tarot. She's a coward. She's lost resources. She's ready to give up. And there's absolutely no future vibe with this energy here. So is she feeling like a loser? It's bad news. And she is just falling off her horse, literally. She's fallen off her horse, and now she regrets not being a working royal and putting in the duty. This is a duty card. And she now realized she should have sacrificed herself. She should not have convinced Harry to become a traitor. But that was her energy promoting it, okay? Subconsciously, this was the subconscious card here. That was the focal point there. The subconscious card is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. In Harry's, I got it upright, that he was trying to make her a star here, give her a sense of purpose, sense of purpose and having a place to belong. She doesn't have a place to belong. Everything's been nothing but a blow up. As you can see that, she's just, where's the next explosion coming from? Nothing's working out. Business is blowing up. No contracts. She can't change the situation. She should have sacrificed herself for the working royal. No jobs are coming in. Money's being drained. Pentacle in reverse. They're running out of funds. They're running out of resources. Running out of resources with this as well. She doesn't have a home. She's not good with kids. She's unwilling to sacrifice herself for other people with that Queen of Wands in reverse. She has not found her meaning in life. She doesn't want to be a mother. She's not good in the garden. She can't cook. She doesn't do any of those things she claims to be. She's not a peaceful individual. She's completely running out of resources. And she's not the ideal partner. She's a horrible, horrible partner. She's focused on greed, money, envy, unwilling to care for others. She's dependent on others. She claims she does it herself, but she can't. Since she's such a bad partner, she's running into hard times, and she's not down to earth, and she's very nasty with that. She's a very low vibe individual with that pentacle in reverse. There's no loyalty in the marriage. She never was loyal. She's unwilling to be loyal, but she regrets the fact that she wasn't loyal to the family. She could have been a working royal, but now she knows. She was hoping to change their mind with the hangman, but now she's enlightened that she can never go back. She's never allowed to go back, by the way. She cannot step foot on the soil. We have here, she is emotionally falling apart with the Knight of Cups in reverse, and she cannot change the situation. It's an unachievable aim to emotionally try and shift it. Also with that Knight of Cups in reverses, she never loved Harry. There never was love. Now it's bad emotional news for her. It's an emotional nightmare for her. It's negative news being put out on her, and she was refusing to allow it to happen, but now it's happening without her control is a problem. And what did I get on the other spread for Harry was she thought she could become the Queen of Wands upright. Well, now she realizes she's the Queen of Wands in reverse. That's why she keeps complaining about how ruthless and horrific people are being towards her, because she's not liked. She's very unpopular. Nobody cares about her. She is a very nasty person. She is that dictator in heels with the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's definitely not liked by people. She's not a self-starter. She rides the coattails of others, claims the win for herself. She's not capable of being the rising phoenix. She's not capable of being independent and successful on her own. He's not interested in her sexual energy. Take your sexual energy and shove it. He will not sleep with her. The Wands in reverse. She cannot find men to sleep with her because this is a seductress upright. Her seductions are no longer working. Past position is the High Priestess upright. So with the High Priestess upright is basically a journey of self-discovery, having your higher self, being idealistic, being psychic, understanding what's coming next, having answers that are unclear. She wanted people to not realize who she was, so she created the confusion to keep secrets, but the secrets are all coming out. It was a maybe position in the past, but Harry's releasing those secrets of her being a dictator in heels, a very uncertain person of actually, being a high vibe individual. She never wanted it. I think she tried to dip her toe in it, but it takes sacrifice, personal sacrifice. But she's not capable of keeping it going. She tries it, but she falls down because it's really not what she wants to do. It's not truly who she is. She's emotionally incapable with that Knight of Cups in reverse. With the Knight of Cups in reverse there, she is very fickle. She's very negative. She's draining to other people. She's like an emotional vampire who sucks the energy out of the room and drinks from her own cup, in essence. She cannot emotionally digest other people, but only her own emotions. Same with here. She can only drink her own emotions because she likes to play victim. She likes to play emotionally vulnerable, and the world owes me. I'm weak. I'm wounded. I'm vulnerable. My needs are not being met. So the negative emotional news is coming out. The negative emotional news is coming out. She can't change it, and she cannot handle the fact that the news is coming out here. And she's immature. She's lacking emotional connection to people. She has an inability to connect. That's why jobs fall apart. Hollywood won't have her. They will never have her because she cannot emotionally connect to people. She cannot emotionally connect to a character and actually be a good actress. It takes the ability to touch and feel your inner core and actually be able to connect with other people to be able to truly form characters and be able to be believable on screen. She doesn't have the ability. That's why she's a lousy actress. She really was never a good actress because she failed as an actress as well. That's why she never rose up and got the attention and popularity and liked in the business. She keeps getting rejected everywhere she goes. They know she's a terrible actress. She never found her place. She never found her place with the royals either. So then we have here the feelings and the situations, the devil in reverse. So what the devil in reverse is it's fallen apart. Everybody knows she's a red flag and everyone's turning their back on her. She's going through a shocking change of the tower, shocking that she couldn't get the star power up, going into mental illness, and she is falling apart. Everything's falling apart. She lost control. She cannot get what she wants. Devil upright is getting the desires you want, but everybody knows she's a low vibrational person. It's a value of 15. It's in reverse, so no one will spark anything new with her. There's nothing on the table for her. She cannot focus on getting what she wants. She cannot get what she wants. And it's a 5 in reverse, and she has to accept it. She has to put down her ego and accept it. Next position, she knows she will never be a star in Hollywood. She'll never glow up. She's a sick person to avoid. Basically, she's being ignored by Hollywood. She's being ignored by Harry now. She's being ignored by the royal family. Everyone's telling her no. She cannot glow up. She cannot glow up as a celebrity or as a liked individual with the public. Nobody likes her. She's glowing down. She has to stay in the shadows. The chakras are out of alignment. The universe will not bless her. She went down the wrong path, which I've said before. She should have chose something else. When it wasn't working out so well for her, she should have chosen to become a makeup artist. She should have chosen to become a writer. But she doesn't still have the creative, emotional ability for writing, in all honesty. That takes the emotional connection to be a believable writer. So she'd probably be a really lousy one. She probably needs a technical, handsy job without creativity, because she lacks the creativity with the cups in reverse. She lacks the enthusiasm for creativity. She just doesn't have it. She doesn't have the creativity and the emotional connection to be a believable actress. The hopes and fears we have here is the moon card upright. So she took a risk. She's trying to hide all her truths, and she's a fraud. She's trying to blur the lines of truth and lies. And basically everything is just an illusion. The marriage was a lie. It was just a fantasy, just nothing but sheer fantasy. And it's an insanity card. Everyone says she's absolutely insane. She's crazy. She's nutters. And she's trying to bury all her demons, and she's trying to spark the ability to still get what she wants by burying her demons, hiding all her secrets and all the truths. So she gets into fantasy land thinking she was hoping she can keep Harry in the fantasy of her rising up, which would never happen. Final outcome I have here is Temperance in reverse. Her devil side is coming out. There is no intervention coming. There's no divine intervention at all. She's overindulged in lies and fantasy and delusion and illusions. She's very crazy, out of control. And life is not flowing, and she will not heal. She just overindulges in whatever she wants. She needs help. She needs nurses. She needs health care, but it's not currently in order. And she's living in total denial. She's just not balanced. She's imbalanced. There's no harmony. It's very negative overall. She has absolutely no self-control, no diplomacy whatsoever in her. She has to control everything, and it's all falling apart. She basically now would like to go into negotiation, but she's out of control. It's not in her control. She cannot prioritize it. She's not in control. It's out of her control. She's now dipping her toes in her emotions once again, looking at the butterfly. When's my healing coming? When can I get out of this? When is it going to happen for me? It's never going to happen because she's a very deluded, mentally sick, fraud individual who likes to reenact the past with the moon, reenacting the past. So it's a wash and repeat behavior. So she's wondering, okay, I'm in a cloudy spot here. How can I prioritize myself to get myself out of it? Is anybody going to come save me? Nobody's coming to save Megan. There's no sparks happening, no first steps happening. She's completely imbalanced. Everything's falling apart with that 4 in reverse. She has no solid foundations, no sense of security. So the devil in her comes out. How can I get control over Harry again? So she's going to try to get control over Harry because he's turned his emotional back to her. And she's falling down. Nobody likes her. Once he's gone, she's gone. She's completely wiped out. And this is why she tries to get her tendrils of control on him, but she cannot maintain it with the devil in reverse. He broke free with the chains. He's not going to stay chained to her because it's nothing but a big walking red flag. She cannot manipulate him anymore. He's not feeling lustful for her anymore. He's not feeling lustful anymore with that Queen of Wands in reverse. I don't want sex from you anymore. I'm not interested in you. The seduction's no longer working for me. So the seduction isn't working. It fell apart, but the lies continued. It's over. It's done with. I think it's going to be quite the fanatical smear campaign here. Let's get these 2 devil energy cards here, and let's clarify those 2. Let's clarify with this deck, which has the whole major arcana. Let's clarify that Temperance. Let's clarify the Temperance in reverse. That devil energy, lack of control. Very dark clouds. Everything's falling apart. Just absolute misery. The devil in this card here is kind of taking a step down, and he's all hunched over, wondering, how am I going to do this? And then here we have one person holding the flame of control. Of I'm gaining control over myself, and I'm turning my back on you. And that would be Harry turning his back on her. Because there's a male and a female, and the male is holding the flame, and they got their backs to each other. And she just got her hands in her head. How do I get out of this? How do I appear innocent with the wings here? You know, is any intervention coming for me? How can I look pure with those white flowers? How can I find growth? I'm so emotional here. I'm just flooded in emotion. So she's really fallen apart since she lost control. That is like the kryptonite of them too, is losing control. He must always be in control of everything. Falling apart. Temperance. There we go. It's back to the moon. She's mentally falling apart. She's really mentally falling apart. She's back into fantasy land. How can I obscure the truth here? I'm getting insane here. Her devil side's really on fire. She's really mentally falling apart. She's thinking, how can I reenact the past again? How can I get control over him again? I'm just going to lie about my life. I'm going to go into fantasy land. So she's really splitting right now. She's really splitting black, and she's just going into fantasy land of what can she do? She's a very deeply dark, disturbed with the clouds. She's under a dark cloud. She's under the dark moon. She's wondering, how can I get a shared fantasy? Who can I get? Who can I control? Who can I get to be in a shared fantasy with me again? So she's thinking, probably fantasizing about who can she get. You know, it's a card of caution. She is nothing but she's a very disturbed individual with that devil energy where no one will negotiate with her. She's very dark and destructive and very dangerous with these two cards here. Ooh, there we go. And no support. No support with the Three of Cups in reverse. So here we have addiction issues. There's addiction issues she's using, just like Harry, allegedly entertainment purposes. The way she's going to try and lie about it is say it's all gossip. That's not true. It's all gossip with the Three of Cups in reverse. It's also a third-party interruption. It's been a triangulated marriage. There's also accidents and falls. So she's going to probably lie about falling down or being sick or something like that. Her social life is nil. She doesn't have friends. So when she puts out a friend said this or a friend said that, it's Megan. It's Megan. So basically, she's now doing excessive eating, drinking, very empty, unfulfilled, lots of obstacles to overcome with the Three of Cups in reverse. That 3 in reverse represents she's made all the wrong moves. She has no ability to change it. She cannot expand herself. She cannot grow. All endeavors are completely crashing down. Let's get to the devil, the devil, the devil, the devil. Yep, she has to accept the situation with the Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups upright is all her plans have gone awry. She's feeling betrayed. She's concentrating on what was lost. Nothing is going right. It's the if only card. It's the fears of abandonment. Oh, he's leaving me. We're having quarrels. We're breaking up. It's a loveless marriage. Just, I regret things. I'm feeling melancholy. I'm suffering. I'm grieving. I'm going through the stages of grief. There's no silver lining in the situation. He's leaving me. He's abandoning me. She's going to play the pity card on him. She's going to play the emotional cards on him. But really, at this point in time, she knows that she can't do anything about it. She's out. She's out, and she's going to try to, deny the loss. Well, that wasn't a loss. Good for you, Harry. Get out of here. So she's going to deny the loss. She's going to deny that it was even a problem. She's going to have to find her own hope. And she will be stuck in the past. It's the Five of Cups is hyper-focused on the past, and she's going to be focusing on the past relationships that all fell apart. For her, she's so sick. She's such a control freak. She uses so many drugs and alcohol and control issues that she loses everyone. She's aware that she loses everyone is basically what this is saying. I can't keep anyone under my control. I can't keep friends. I can't keep lovers. I'm always thinking I can negotiate my way, but I've lost this one again. I guess I'm sick, twisted. I'm losing my mind. I'm going to go into fantasy land. I'm going to use a lot of drugs and alcohol, allegedly entertainment. I lose everyone. Everyone leaves me. So this is back to her wounds of being incapable. Narcissists, psychopaths are actually very, very lonely individuals. They actually want to be loved. They want to be adored, but they can never truly reach it because they can't feel it. So they always feel ostracized and feel like they're living in a glass building, watching other people embrace and connect. And that's so far out of reach for them. They want it, they get depressed over it, but they can never reach it. And so that's why they mask up. That's why they try to hide it. But when people realize it, it's a real wounding for them when they don't have control. That's why we have two devil cards here and ready to give up here with the devil in reverse. She knows she just can't get what she wants. She cannot pressure people. This is, I'm going to pressure you here. She's lost all control over pressing people. She does everything she can to keep people chained to her. And when she loses that chain, well, I'm now being abandoned. I've been abandoned. I've got abandonment issues now. So that's why a lot of psychopaths, narcissists, some of the really darkest psychopaths like Jeffrey Dahmer, they killed to keep company. They didn't enjoy the killing, but they did it to keep the company. It's kind of like that kind of energy, to be honest. You know, I will do anything to keep the company because I don't want the abandonment. I don't want to go through the stages of grief. I don't want to accept it. And if I have to accept it, I'm going to go deep into my mind and I'm psychotic and I'm going to keep losing my mind. So the more they lose control, the more mentally twisted and sick and more dangerous they become. Harry, if he leaves her, and it's true, he's doing the best thing because she's losing her mind, completely losing her mind. If he doesn't save himself, he's at risk in my previous spread at harming her it would be out of reactive abuse. You know, she would throw something at him and out of reaction, he can do a lot of damage to her to the point where he can land in prison. So it's best for him to save himself, get himself away from her and her energy, because the two together never were good energy. It was all about desires of drugs, sex, rock and roll, possession, and greed. And now it's come to an end. And she can't do anything about it at this stage. It's out of her control. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.